Not very long ago, astronomers thought that the surface of Mars was very similar to our planet Earth. They thought that Mars was capable to support life and home to native civilizations. But as technologies and human satellites developed, the vision of Mars quickly vanished, replaced by one in which the red planet was cold and desiccated. If that is so, then in which ways can Earth be compared to Mars? Let's start by talking about what do we know about our planet Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and is the largest of the terrestrial planets. This means that it's one of the four innermost planets of our solar system, together with Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The name comes from the word telluric, derived from the Latin word terra, usually referred to Earth. The Earth is the only planet in our solar system not to be named after a Greek or Roman god. The Earth was formed approximately 4.54 billion years ago and is the only known planet to support life. The Earth's equatorial diameter is 12.756 kilometers. Its polar diameter is 12.714 kilometers. Earth has only one moon. Its orbit period is 365.26 days, and its surface temperature varies from -88 to 58 degrees. Today, the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. This deceleration is happening almost imperceptibly at approximately 17 milliseconds per 100 years. The rate at which it occurs is not perfectly uniform. This has the effect of lengthening our days, but it happens so slowly that it could be as much as 114 million years before the length of a day will have increased to 25 hours. Also, the Earth was once believed to be the center of the universe due to the movements of the Sun and the planets. In relation to their viewpoint, ancient scientists insisted that the Earth remained static, whilst other celestial bodies travel in circular orbits around it. Eventually, the view that the Sun was at the center of the universe was postulated by the scientist Copernicus. There is only one natural satellite of the planet Earth. As a percentage of the size of the body it orbits, the Moon is the largest satellite of any planet in our solar system. However, it is only the fifth largest natural satellite. Earth has a powerful magnetic field. This phenomenon is caused by the nickel-ion core of the planet, coupled with its rapid rotation. This field protects the Earth from the effects of solar wind and us from the radiations. Our planet is the densest planet in the solar system. This varies according to the part of the planet. For example, the metallic core is denser than the crust. The average density of the Earth is approximately 5.52 grams per cubic centimeter. "70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. When astronauts first went into space, they looked back at the Earth with human eyes for the first time and called our home the Blue Planet. And it's no surprise, 70% of our planet is covered with oceans. The remaining 30% is the solid ground, rising above sea level. Only 3% water of the Earth is fresh, rest 97% is salted. Of that 3%, over 2% is frozen in ice sheets and glaciers. Means less than 1% fresh water is found in lakes, rivers, and underground. Another interesting fact is that the Earth is not actually round in shape, but in fact it is a geoid. This simply means that the rounded shape has a slightly bulge towards the equator. So what causes the geoid shape? This happens solely because the rotation of the Earth which causes the bulge around the equator. The Asia continent is covered 30% of the total Earth land area, but represents 60% of the world's population. Now, we are going to analyze the similarities in size, inclination, structure, composition, and even the presence of water on their surfaces between Mars and Earth. With that being said, they also have a lot of key differences that would make living on Mars for humans very difficult. In terms of their size and mass, Earth and Mars are quite different. As previously said, Earth is the fifth largest and fifth most massive planet in the solar system. Mars, meanwhile, has a radius of approximately 3.396 kilometers, which is the equivalent of roughly 0.53 Earths. In terms of their orbits, Earth and Mars are also quite different. For instance, Mars is the closest to the Sun. However, in terms of their sidereal rotation, time it takes for the planet to complete a single rotation on its axis, Earth and Mars are similar. Earth takes precisely 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds to complete a single sidereal rotation, which is 0.997 Earth days. Mars does the same in about 24 hours and 40 minutes. This means that one Martian day, also known as Sol, is very close to a single day on Earth. Earth and Mars are similar when it comes to their basic makeups, knowing that they are both terrestrial planets. This means that both have a different and dense metallic core and an overlying mantle and crust composed of less dense materials, like, for example, silicate rock. However, Earth's density is higher than Mars. Already, from looking at the surfaces, we know that there are differences, as the nicknames suggest, comparing blue against red. However, large concentrations of ice water are known to exist within the polar ice caps of Mars, Planum Boreum and Planum Austral. As for the similarities, Earth and Mars both have terrains that vary considerably from place to place. Mars has many gullies, small valleys or ravine originally worn away by running water and channeled on its surface, and many scientists believe that liquid water used to flow through them. By comparing them to similar features on Earth, it is believed that these were at least partially formed by water erosions. Atmospheric pressure and temperatures are another way in which Earth and Mars are quite different. Earth has a dense atmosphere composed of 5 main layers: the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. In comparison, Mars' atmosphere is very thin. Earth's atmosphere is also primarily composed of nitrogen, 78%, and oxygen, 21%. Mars is composed of 96% carbon dioxide, 1.93% argon, and 1.89% nitrogen, along with traces of oxygen and water. Because of this, there is a considerable difference between the average surface temperature. On Earth, the average temperature is 14 degrees. The surface temperature of Mars is much colder. Its average is about minus 46 degrees Celsius. To recap, compared to Earth, Mars is a small, dry, cold, and dusty planet. It has low gravity, very little atmosphere, and no breathable air. And the years are also very long, almost twice of Earth's. However, the planet does have water, mostly in ice form, has seasonal cycles similar to Earth, temperature variations, and days that are almost as long. All of these factors will have to be addressed if ever human beings want to live there, though humans will have to adapt to, and our technologies will need further development.